Hey, great. Welcome, everyone. This is SIG Instrumentation. Today is October 10th, Friday. And we have one item on the agenda. We have Sriram also on the call, so let's get started.
Yeah, hey folks, so I've opened a PR for an old issue. So this was to add a metric for the client go like rate limit hit count. So there was already a metric for the rate limiter latency. So I added a new metric to count the number of times the rate limiter is hit, and wherever the latency is like calculated, I added in the same method increment. And yeah, I was able to test this locally by running a script that like tries to hit that uses client go like a lot of times, and I was looking at the metrics. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure if I'm doing the right thing here, so I wanted to start the review. And one more thing I wanted to discuss was that I've added a test in one of these files. Yeah, so this particular file, it seemed like there are a lot more metrics that we can write tests for, but not all of them are tested. So I wanted to know if that is something we can like take up.
Just three metrics are being tested.
Yeah, I mean, I think generally, like, we're happy to accept more tests. More tests are always better. I would do it in a separate PR. So, like, feel free to open that and add them. And the only tricky part about metrics tests are usually just making sure that the output is actually consistent. So, sometimes that's challenging if it's like a duration or something that's, that's not guaranteed to be the same each time. So, but yeah, like generally, I think that's a great thing to do.
Awesome. Yeah, I can open a different PR and link to the testing there.
Do we want to pick a reviewer, Damien or Richa? Either of you, or I'm happy to sign up.
I'm ready to show. No, I can do it.
Okay, so feel free to assign D. Grisendet.
Okay, this one, Damien?
Yes, I can look into it.
Thank you so much. Maybe
Thank
I'll
you.
just triage accept this too. Thanks for taking this issue up.
And just to like clarify, so this our SIG is in charge of like making sure that naming conventions are followed and that metrics are added in a way that's consistent with the rest of Kubernetes. But you'll also want to talk to who owns the Go client, API machinery.
API machinery, yep.
Yeah, so like API machinery is the ones who are going to decide whether this metric is actually useful to have or not, and whether it's measuring something that people should pay attention to. So you'll want to make sure that you get a reviewer from API machinery as well.
Yeah, I think you wouldn't be able to submit or merge the PR without them.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll post this in the channel.
Okay, great. Thanks for also spotting the gaps in the testing for it. For client Go metrics.
I was not sure if that was the right place, so I thought I'll ask the call.
Great. No other items on the agenda. Does anyone else have thoughts or topics to discuss? There was one small update about the status, the Z pages gaps. Let's see if I can find that. So initially we were targeting data for both of those flag Z and status Z caps in 135. But after some discussions, we've realized the main enhancement that's going for these caps in 135 is that we're introducing a structured API. And we cannot just have a V1 API right off the bat. So we'll need to introduce this API as an alpha API first. We're trying to stick to as many like Kubernetes API conventions as possible for these, even though these are not a Kubernetes resource, Z pages. But with some discussions with Jordan, I think he also insisted that we start with a V1 alpha one. And then maybe in the next release in 136, we'll graduate the API to beta along with the KEP as well. What that means for the API, do we like have that default on? That is still not clear. So at least for 135, I think we're just going to have the V1 Alpha 1 API returning a structured response for both StatusZ and FlagZ. But yeah, we're not graduating it to beta. So I think that's the update.
Sounds good.
And then, yep, freeze is next week. So if we are working on any other gaps, I know, Damien, that you had said that we might want to get the native histograms in this release.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, but I missed the PLR freeze. Like,
Oh, yeah, the
I,
PRR freeze was also
yeah,
yesterday.
I had too much to do downstream, but I will try to, like, in the meantime, unblock. I think there was 2 PRs that were waiting on the native histogram, so we'll try to unblock them in the meantime.
Okay. They were trying to increase the buckets for the histogram metrics that they were trying to modify, so we'll just let them do that.
No, I suggested that instead of increasing the number of buckets, they change the steps, I guess, between buckets, or like the factor between the buckets,
Oh,
so
okay.
that we don't have as many, but we still have the precision that makes sense for the project.
I see. Okay. Cool. I'm not aware of any other steps that we're working on for this cycle. Maybe there was some metrics API stuff that Pancho was working on.
And on the logging side, I still need to review
yeah.
the PRs because I know that Patrick
Mm-hmm.
told me to opt in. I think it was structured logging, the structured logging issue.
Yeah,
So I think there is some movement.
there
From
is.
what he told me before, I don't think they want to graduate yet, but they want
No.
to tell that they are working on it right now.
Yeah, they're trying to increase the coverage and trying to convert as many APIs as possible to accept the context parameter, make them contextual. I know somebody at Google who is like merged a bunch of PRs for that. So there is like significant movement for structured login, which is
Okay.
nice to see.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But one of the gaps that's still there is structured logging is still missing for API server, Cube API server, I think. And I think we need to have like some initial POC for how do we even start supporting that for Cube API server. I'm not sure what the blocker is there. I know that Tim Allclair was attempting to do that like a few years back, but I haven't had the time to dig into that. I think that's one of the other gaps. All the major movement that has been happening this cycle is for client Go logging, not for Cube API server. So that part still needs attention.
Client Go would be really nice to have.
Yeah. Okay. Any other topics? Maybe there's one more. I'm trying to remember some things that I was discussing with Catherine the other day about KSM. There is a weird label that we found for some of the cube state metrics, which is like a Boolean owner is controller. I don't know if you've seen that before. Oh, Catherine is here. Maybe she has those links. Hey, Catherine.
Coming directly from Kubernetes, and it is set by
No,
what's
no,
the
we were
component
creating that, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, I was working on that issue related to
Yes, exactly. Noreldin knows. Can you
this.
share those PRs, Noreldin?
Okay, give me a second.
Uh-huh.
I will put them in chat.
Okay.
That's the main PR, and I created an issue for the boolean or enum for the controller. Owner is the controller.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. I will bring the issue here. I removed it yesterday. I
Oh,
removed
okay. Oh, that's good.
and I created another issue for it. I put the link for it in
Okay,
chat.
got it. But we still have like some existing metrics that have like these sort of redundant labels. We were just curious, like, why do we have this weird Boolean label saying owner is controller set to true or
We
false?
have them in both replica set and job set.
Right.
Yeah, I checked that some metrics are stable already. So we propose that we can remove the label in the PR and unblock the PR to be merged, and then we can consider how to address this issue.
Okay. So we can maybe track, I don't know, if it makes sense to deprecate this label, deprecation of this label in this particular issue. Thanks for like filing this, Noeldin. But Damien, if you also have like thoughts on this is just something that we noticed and thought it'll be good to clear up.
Yeah, I'm not aware of that label.
Okay.
Like that's my first time hearing about it, but I don't think it's a good practice to have it. Like so far, I'm not like normally we should have a one-one mapping to an actual field from the
Yeah.
object, but I don't think this is an actual field.
Right.
So yeah, I'm not sure how it is computed. I'm trying to look into it, but yeah, I will try to look into it myself and share some opinion.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Also, I have another thing related to KSM.
Mm-hmm.
Something I was working on with Rancho related to I was trying to prompt some metrics from alpha to stable. They are in alpha for 2 years. Then when I tried to prompt it, I promoted them
Mm-hmm.
to stable.
Mm-hmm.
But Rancho tell me that I need to put them in beta for some times, then promote them to stable.
These are cube state metrics?
Yes, I find a PR that was trying to promote from alpha to stable. So I told them to promote them to beta then stable. But I found that Catherine tell him that we can do it in stable right away, but I am not sure is that right or not. I put the URL in chat too. You can.
That's because
Yeah.
cube state metrics. Oh, Catherine, yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, because in the Qubit match agent, the stable maps to beta in Kubernetes. That's why. For example, even we promote the metric to be stable in KSM, we can still add some labels. So we don't have beta stage in our repo now. So we can promote from alpha to stable. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we
But
have plans. Go ahead.
But I have a PR that I promoted some of these metrics to beta, and the PR was merged in KSM.
Can you share those links also?
Yes, give me a second.
Yeah, also we need to check how long does this metric is set. So we need to paste the time when this metric was ended. I think last time we think the time should be 1 year or 2 years, maybe.
How do we track that? What?
Oh, manually from reading the historical data.
Yeah, maybe we need to start thinking about this even for the KK metrics. Like there's a bunch of them sitting in alpha and beta for some time now. There has to be. Maybe there's a better
I
way.
share,
Oh,
I
okay.
share the link in chat. I think we need to revert it.
This is cube state metric. So you are promoting from alpha to stable here, right?
Yes, the address for the PR is misleading because I put them in beta, as you see.
Oh, what? So we have beta, Catherine, then?
No, we should not use beta. Beta is available, but we shouldn't use it. So we should update all the beta to stable and find a way to disable beta in our repo.
Oh, looks like we are confusing authors
Oh
with
yeah,
our guidelines.
yes, I see.
Oh, see? Okay.
On
Oh,
that
oh,
one, like I wouldn't do anything beta related on KSM for now. Like until we've moved to the new framework, like stability framework, I think we shouldn't use beta. But
yeah,
Should
it's
we?
also, I think one thing that is odd is that if we start promoting some metrics and like along the way we introduce this new stability framework, we will just downgrade all the metrics back to alpha anyway. So I'm not sure what would be the best approach with promotion right now.
yeah. For now, I think we should disable the beta field first.
Yeah, even hide it. Like, why is it even visible? Let me just disable it.
Yeah. Yeah. So could you update the field from beta to stable for this PR, and we will find a way to disable the field.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
I can
Sorry
work
for
on
the
it.
confusion. Yeah, because there are some disalignment on people. Yeah.
Thank you, Kasan. Thank you, Richard. Should I write an issue for it or work on the same issue?
For this one, you can just create a new PR.
Okay.
And for the other one, I think you're directly promoting those to stable anyway, right? So that is good. Oh, where is it?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I closed it. Okay, good to clear this confusion. And maybe there is some work on our end. Maybe we can just disable beta until it's like recommended to put metrics at that level on our side.
I have one question for. Oh, so in your doc, can we go to the
Oh,
doc?
to the notes doc?
Yeah. So I have one question for the first one, for the PR review. So
Yes.
for our side, which should we pay attention to? Should we pay attention to Kinetic or what else during review?
During review for a PR that's trying to add a new metric,
Yeah, what's the criteria and what's the key aspects that we should look to?
I think cardinality is number one. That's what I pay the most attention to. But get curious for like David and Davian's thoughts also on that. And the usage, like how do you expect to use that metric? Do you expect to have an alert? Is it possible to like have an actionable alert for that metric or not? But that's just my thoughts. I'll let others speak.
I thought we documented this somewhere. I'm looking for it.
Okay.
I mean, certainly, so there's a set of Prometheus guidelines around metric naming and such that we follow. So so there's this. I'll paste it in the chat here. And so those are just things that, because we're using Prometheus, that we should do. So that talks about, for example, like making sure that you're using base units, making sure that the names make sense, that they're properly namespaced, right? So that we avoid collisions. I think some of this is enforced if you add tests for your metrics, because gather and compare, I think, can also do some linting. So you can enforce this in unit tests, if I remember correctly. But the Prometheus Go client doesn't have a unit field yet. So I don't think some of this, I think some of this is not enforced yet.
I see. Yeah, the current metric, the naming is not correct. It's using count total from the documentation, which is total instead.
Yes. Yeah.
Good
I
catch.
see. Oh.
So that's one part of it. I could have sworn we had our own documentation about some things. We added a page specific, I think it's called Metrics for Kubernetes Object States, which is about how KSM metrics are supposed to be, but it doesn't look like there's anything about how they should be defined.
So
Is
we
it
have
worth
two.
it? Go ahead.
So what's another doc? Only on this one, or you have another doc? Two. Yeah, guidelines to review.
Should we add one maybe if there's no such guidelines for like today for KK metrics, even for KSM?
We can mention it in the KubeCon conference that if you want to enter new metric, you should read those guidelines first, and then we will reduce our load on reviewing those codes.
And we also have a contributing README, don't we, for SIG instrumentation?
I think I found it.
Do we have some guidelines for logging
Here we go.
and trace? Oh, on this page, okay.
We have, so in the community repo, there's a community contributors devel SIG instrumentation folder that has a variety of our stuff. It has trace instrumentation, metric instrumentation, logging.
I see.
Hopefully this has the link to the Prometheus doc also.
It does, I think.
Nice.
under naming, there's a general metric
Yeah.
and label naming best practices that links to that.
Okay, great.
So there you go.
But currently people don't know that, so we can advertise that later.
Yeah, it did take us quite a while to dig it up. All right, I think with that, we're out of time.
Yep, we're over time. Thank you everyone for joining. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks,
Happy
folks.
Friday.
Bye.
Yeah.